This is how my team went for game week 21. So, beat the average, 61 points, that's all good. McCarthy with 3. Yeah, I don't know whether I'll get rid of him. Southampton don't seem to be keeping the same amount of clean sheets that they used to. But, we've got other players that we need to sort out. Robertson, 2 points. He was so close to getting the clean sheet points, and Liverpool were almost going to get all clean sheet, win 3-0, be nice and saucy. But, sadly, Craig Dawson goes and scores at the end, and the clean sheet points go. And then Dadas, look at this. Scored a goal, played 90 minutes, got a yellow card, 7 points. I'll take that. John Stones played 0 points. And Brewster didn't come on for him because you have to have 3 defenders. And Cancelo, my captain, 0 points because Pep Guardiola decides to bench Cancelo after that recent performance. But it is what it is. So then I had James Maddison as my captain, luckily. So he got me 10 points because he got an assist against Leeds, but Leicester did lose. But it's good for Liverpool. And then Bruno Fernandes blanked again. Funnily enough, look, he's blank there, and you got an assist there, but then he blanked there. He hasn't been in the greatest of form recently, to be honest with you. But he's got high expectations, so he's going to drop off at some point. Son with another 2 points. I think Son is really missing Kane, and he is going to miss Kane because Kane's like their best player, and he likes to play balls through to Son, so Son's ownership goes down a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised. And I don't know whether I'll take him out soon because he doesn't seem to be hitting the same heights as the start of the season, and also without Kane now, it's going to be a big disadvantage for him. Salah, 15 points. The 2 goals were absolutely brilliant. Took all 3 bonus points, played the whole 90 minutes. Good bit of points there. Gundogan, 3 points, disappointing after his recent displays, but yeah, watch it. I bring him in, and then he goes and blanks. Typical. And then Bamford. Bamford popped up with a goal and 2 assists, and took all the bonus points and played the whole game and got 15 points as well. But he's got a dead leg. I think he'll play that game because dead legs usually aren't too big of a problem. But we'll see how that goes. And then Shea Adams, 1 point. Shea Adams, he might just be sitting on the bench because I'm going to play 4-5-1. I don't know how I'll get rid of him. He's a decent bench player to haven't come on, even though recently he just hasn't been performing at all. And yeah, that's my team really. Beat the average, which is always good. So, green arrow there. And so let's go on and discuss through good options and differential options for the upcoming game week, and so on, so forth. Because, if you think about it, if you bring someone in now, you're not going to just bring them in for one game week. So it's better if they have good fixtures now and the next couple of game weeks, unless you do bring them in for one game week because you're free hitting or you don't mind taking them out next week. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with the next bit of the video. So the first good option, and somehow still a differential option, is Harvey Barnes. So he's 6.9 million, he seems to be rising up, price every week, but still lowly owned, 7.2% owned, and his next fixtures are Fulham away. So Fulham aren't a bad team, they seem to get loads of draws, but they can concede a couple of goals here and there. Then Wolves, who can't seem to score, not letting in too many goals, but still some. So there's his next 2 fixtures, and he's got 3 assists and a goal in his last 5 games. So, and with Vardy out, he literally be playing every minute, and he pretty much does that anyway because he's not competing for Vardy's position. But at his price point, there's not really one people players much better, and he's in good form. So he could be a good option for your team. So Matt Target. So Villa have kept 10 clean sheets this season. That is more than any other team apart from Man City. So, and he's cheap, 4.7 million, only owned by 7.1% of the game. And his recent form, he's got clean sheet in his last game. The game before that, assist. Game before that, another assist and another clean sheet. And the game before that, another assist and another clean sheet. So basically in his last 4 games, because it's 5th one, fair enough, he didn't do very much that game. He's doing bits with Villa. And at 4.7 million, he's cheaper than Matty Cash, cheaper than Tyrone Mings. Not sure if he's cheaper than Konsa, but I think he's going to start more than Konsa because Konsa might get rotated around with that Courtney House guy. So Target looks like a very good option for the team, and especially with 7.1%, same as Harvey Barnes, differential territory. And his next fixtures are West Ham at home and Arsenal at home. So not the easiest of fixtures, but like I said, with 10 clean sheets this season, Villa have kept so many, so he could be a good option for your team to bring him in if you want to. This one, it was super risky, but it could pay off. So basically, Castagne came off around 30 minutes, the other game for Leicester, and Ricardo Pereira came on. And apparently Castagne could be fit to face Fulham, could not. So Ricardo Pereira will probably start over him, and he's only owned by 0.1% of the game and 5.9 million, so a bit pricey, but because he's owned by so little of the game, it'd be, if Leicester keep a clean sheet or he gets any attacking returns, because he is a good player, but of course he hasn't played a single minute this season pretty much, so he'll have to get up to sharpness and stuff, but he could be a good option for your team and a big differential, but he might not even play. But we'll see how it goes, because he used to be a regular starter last season, but because of his injury, etc., he has fallen out of the starting lineup, and now he's got to work his way back in, but try him if you want to. So the next, but probably final option here, is Matthias Pereira. So Pereira is only owned by 1.7% of the game and costs 5.6 million, so he's relatively cheap, and he's a differential option. And last game, he got a goal and an assist, took all bonus points. The game before that, he didn't do anything, but it was against Man City. The game before that, he got a goal, and the game before that, he got a goal. And I think he's on penalties as well. And he seems to play in every minute for West Brom at the moment. Championship player for them last season. I think that's their best player last season in the Championship. He won some award. On penalties, lowly owned, in good form at the moment. And next fixtures are Sheffield United away, which is, on paper, a pretty easy fixture, but you never know. And then after that, he's got Spurs and Man United, so they're hard games. But he could be a good option for your team, and could be a very good differential option if it pays off. And could see you with a green arrow. Maybe not only from Matthias Pereira, but with those type of, with that fixture next, the form he's in, and how low owned he is, he could be a very good option. So as it stands, I'm just going to keep this team the same, make no changes, because why should I? Because unless Bamford, I might change Bamford because he's got a dead leg, but that's only if his situation gets worse. I'll read up on him, because I'll keep him otherwise, because Everton at home, not an easy fixture, but you never know with Leeds. Some games they win, score loads of goals, other games they do rubbish, so keep him in. Gundogan, yeah, he didn't score or do anything for one game. Oh no, just keep him in anyway. He could do something in the next game. Burnley away. Salah, Brighton at home. That is a very good fixture on paper, but you never know, Brighton are a good side, just beat Tottenham. Son, going to keep him, even though they'll keep him after West Brom, and then he's got a tough run of fixtures there, because he's got West Ham and Man City, so I might take him out for those two. Fernandes, Southampton, Everton, West Brom, keep him in. Maddison, Fulham, another good option there, because Fulham, they get lots of draws. They're a decent team, but they're nothing special. They are a good side though. Same Robertson, going to keep him in Brighton. Dallas, Everton, and then Stones and Cancelo. They didn't play a single minute last game, so they are pretty much 100% going to play against Burnley, unless they pick up a knock or something. And then captain-wise, vice-captain is going to be Salah or Cancelo. I haven't decided on this yet. I'll put it on my Instagram when I've decided tomorrow evening, but I'm going to either have Salah as captain with Brighton at home and Cancelo as vice-captain, or vice versa, because I know Cancelo is going to start. Burnley don't score many goals, City keep loads of clean sheets, Cancelo is good going forward. But then on the other hand with Salah, Brighton looks like a fixture that Salah could take advantage of. So it's a toss of a coin really, but I'll decide soon. So that is going to be my team for the upcoming game week. Unless, of course, Bamford is out, and then I'll put in someone like Callum Wilson or Watkins or something, depending on the fixtures. Alright, I'll catch you next one, guys. That's the end of the video.